Can I spoil the show? Not spoil.
No, but like if you
guys not know,
please,
please,
please do.
I'm not gonna say no.
This is a very special edition of the BarDown Podcast. Now, you might know him as Dustin Henderson in Stranger Things, or you might know him as Tobias Ragg in Sweeney Todd, but we know him as the madman who went down to Montreal in a Chris Kreider jersey and saw the USA take on Team Canada 4 Nations.
I did.
Gaten Matarazzo, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Oh,
So
man.
excited.
I'm so happy to be here.
Dude, this is amazing. Like, okay, the way this all kind of came to be,
Just do tell.
we were just enjoying our regular day over in Toronto, and someone goes, "Oh, there's a a New York Times profile out right now," and Gaten just so happened to mention that his favorite thing to do, or one of the favorite things he likes to do, is listening to the BarDown Podcast.
This is up there.
We're like, this
for
is
sure.
a typo. This is, this is what 20 people said.
We did not believe it.
We didn't believe
Specific
it.
typo that would be. Yeah, I've been listening for a very long time, and they asked specifically. They were like, "What do you listen to when I'm like out and about?" And I listen to a ton of music for sure, but I think what fills my time is a lot of podcasts, and you guys have been up on the list for a while. That's one of my favorites. So
Wow,
That's
thank
an
you.
absolute honor.
there you
very-
go. Well, thank you very much.
Very honored.
Oh,
Very
stop
honored.
now. Thank you guys.
I know you couldn't be busier, because obviously Stranger Things Season 5 is now Volume 2 now.
Volume
we're
2.
getting into. But
Yes, indeed.
you've been just doing press runs. So
Just a bit.
how many of them have been about hockey, though?
Nothing yet. And I'm like, please. Like, sometimes someone will know that I'm a bit of a hockey nut, and they'll sprinkle a question or two in there for some interviews, which I always I perk up about. But, man, I want someone to test my knowledge, which I think is much more minimal than I'm probably letting on. But it does fill most of my day.
We had to do like
of my brain.
we had to do like a little bit of research, obviously, for this, and I didn't want to seem
Yeah.
like, okay, like I don't want to like ask him, who's on the forward line, this and whatever kind
Yeah,
of question
I
if he's
don't
not
know.
comfortable. But there was one interview you had where I'm like, nah, dude, watch it.
I do.
Where you
I do
mentioned
watch.
you were in Atlanta,
Yes.
and you were saying, I believe you were with Caleb,
Oh, yes.
and you were saying like, I gotta watch. I think it was a playoff game
Yeah, it
versus the
was.
Hurricanes, and there was like a double overtime, and you were like bummed that
It
you
was
didn't get to
game
watch it.
2 of the second round in the Rangers' most recent playoff run, and it was when Trocheck scored in double overtime, and I didn't see it because I had a night planned out, and I never missed. Not a playoff game, not even close. I record regular season games that I miss, and I watch them when I get home, and it was one where he was like, "Yeah, we'll finish the game and come over," and never do you expect it to go to double overtime, and we had a night planned out. I'm like, I'm not going to hold him up, and so the one thing that pulled me away from the TV was to go out with my pal. And you know what? It was a good call that I got because I remember my dad called me while we were out, and I was in a very loud space, and I get on the phone, and I just hear screaming from the living room in Jersey. I'm like, so this is good news. Okay, cool.
We won.
I was just anxious, and then that's why I was able to enjoy the rest of the night, because leading up, I was just like kind of sweating.
Yeah,
just like trying
What's
not to look at
happening
my
in this
phone
game
too much.
right
Yeah.
now?
That's playoff hockey for you, especially when it gets into those overtimes
Oh,
and
man.
the stakes get
There's
high.
nothing better.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
How'd you even like become a hockey fan? So
It's kind of new.
Okay.
Relatively.
Okay.
This is gonna be. I mean, we all got to start somewhere.
absolutely.
For sure. I never played growing up. It's just not something. My dad's been a big Rangers fan since he was a young kid. Since he was since the 70s, and he's from Paterson, New Jersey, which is closer to the city. So I'm like letting this be out there because I get so much flack from Jersey people for not being Devils or Flyers because I'm from South Jersey.
Oh my.
But my dad's from Paterson. He's been a Ranger guy since before the Devils were even there, and so I just inherited the team. It's a family thing.
That's common. I feel like
Yeah.
people say that with other sports. Like that happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
And now I live
You
in
live
New York
here.
City, so it helps. And yeah, I'm at MSG quite a ton.
So like Rangers games, how many would you say on average you go to a year? Because like you
Oh,
see you
man.
pick up, in photos every now and then you're popping up there. But
Well, I'm there anytime I'm home, and there's a home game. There's not much that will prevent me from going. I'm usually not doing the thing. Sometimes they'll do a thing where they show my face into the stadium, which is like, I'm sorry to those who keep seeing it. Like, it's gotten to the point where like they'll play the video before they show my face, and I hear, I'm like, oh man, sorry guys. But yeah, that's more rare when I'm down there. But I've got my own set of tickets that I'm at most home games when I'm here. So on average, I don't. probably over 30 games a year.
oh,
Just because I'm lucky enough to be able to get I had season tickets for about 4 years now. Wow. So
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
it's really cool. It's a vice of mine for sure.
Do you get to do the? Have you ever done the ramp that the players get to walk up to get to the seats, the VIP thing at all?
No.
I don't know. I heard about this. There was an article actually recently. I think
At
it was in
MSG
the Athletic.
specifically?
There is. It's for the away players. But I also heard that thing with Spike Lee where he was like banned from using the elevator, and I was like, so if he's banned from using the elevator, are other people using the ramp then?
Maybe.
And I'm like, I
You know
gotta
what I
ask
will
you
say?
if he's used it.
When I've been able to go, I've actually sang the anthem at a few games as
Nice.
well. And so you go through the same entrance there, and there is a little bit of like an outlet where the away players go and take the ice there. And so sometimes they'll have to like, it'll be like a crosswalk thing. There'll be like a guy like having you stop there, and then the players will go, and it is pretty cool.
Yeah,
when it
it's-
happens, it's always pretty sick.
Is there a player that you are like just ride or die for that you first fell in love with when
Oh,
you started
dude.
watching hockey, getting into hockey?
That's a good
that-
question. I got into it like very consistently. I've always gotten really locked into the playoffs every time they've been a part of it growing up and stuff. But it kind of solidified itself when they got to play Pittsburgh in the first round a few years ago when
yeah.
the rebuild kind of accelerated. It's like, whoa, it was, they got there a lot quicker than they expected to. And
We had the Louis Domingue game.
yes, I was.
Right.
actually.
Oh, that series was
Yeah, it was
all kinds of
unreal.
crazy.
It was
Spicy
such a
Sporting
great
such a good
series.
series.
And that's why we were so obsessed with it, because I remember watching game one, and then you lose in overtime at home in the playoffs. You're like, all right, you're going to come back from it for sure. But when you're down 3-1, because they were down 3-1 in the series there, and then it was just, and then I think in 2 out of 2 games that they had after that, they were down by 2 in them already, and it was just, comeback after comeback, and it just became just like that group. It just felt like it was like, oh man, it felt special pretty quick. And that was like the whole thing. It was it felt similar to when the Leafs had their kind of like, they didn't end up winning that round, but when Matthews and Marner were pretty young, and it was like, oh man, that future is going to look crazy.
The Capitals.
Yeah, was it the
yeah,
Capitals
yeah.
series?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Where it just looked, it's like, man, they didn't go all the way there, but to get to the conference final there was like so fun to watch for a core that was still fairly young. I mean, of course, Zibanejad and Kreider and Panarin was like the core they had that was like, of course, gonna try to go for it. And then when you have a third line, that classic kid line now, it still breaks my heart to this day.
I know. It
That
looked like
kid
it was
line just,
finally
oh
working.
man,
and
it
everything,
looked
too.
so good. I was so excited.
You mentioned you went to the Ducks Rangers game
Yes, I
because you are a
did.
Kreider guy, and I was
Yes, I
it was
am.
pretty bittersweet. I'm
Yeah,
guessing,
for
seeing
sure.
them
And it was
there.
also Truba's first game back too.
Oh yeah,
So they
sorry,
made
I
like a
forget him.
big.
He's the
Wow.
captain.
Yeah, they did like a thing for both of them. Obviously, they were gonna make a cool video and stuff, but it's just so weird seeing both of them, but especially Kreids in an orange jersey. It's insane. It's so cool. It's also like I don't know. I don't have like when I engage, I don't have a weird hatred for teams at all. Like even like division rivals. Like I don't cheer for other teams for sure. I don't like have like a tiered ranking of like who am I going to cheer for if the Rangers aren't in. Obviously,
yeah.
I never do that, but I do love just watching the game, and I love watching the sport so much that I don't really have like a disdain towards the Devils or the Flyers at all. Especially because all the chants at MSG, I feel guilty when they play the Devils, because like they'll do like, let's go Rangers, F you Devils, and I'll chant in with all those, and then they'll just say Jersey sucks, Jersey
just
sucks.
brings it
I'm
right
like,
out.
I can't say that one. I don't know how to say
Have
that
you gone
one.
to the Prudential?
I've actually never seen a game at the Prudential Center.
Yeah, neither have I.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of Devils fan friends who go a bunch. So.
If you go to that, I feel like it might help grow the hate then, because you're probably not going to get treated the
oh,
best.
I'm
if
gonna
you're
get
wearing that
played
Kreider
over
jersey.
there, deservedly so. I understand. I understand why.
Comes with the territory.
Please do it. I get it.
It's family ties though. Like
It's family.
I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan. And
Yeah.
I grew up in Toronto, so I completely understand it. My dad
Dude.
passed it down to me.
How much
It's just
crap
like,
did you get?
Oh, I've gone to
Constantly.
school growing up. You hear it from everybody, and
Of course
it's just
you
like,
did.
yeah, it is what it is. I was gonna ask you,
Yeah.
have you been to other arenas too? Because this is my first time in New York City. walking by
gotta see.
MSG last night,
Oh,
I was just like, oh my, it's like
gotta
such a
see it again.
spectacle.
It's
I'm actually
incredible.
kind of regretting that we didn't.
Oh,
I know,
man.
we walked by and
there.
we were just refreshing
It was a
the
stanker
tickets
of a
and
game, but it was.
We watched it at a bar later. And we were like,
You know what?
midway through the second, it was like 2-0 Canucks.
Which bar, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I don't even remember what it was
don't
Because
called.
there's a really good hockey bar on 9th.
It wasn't.
It's called the Canuck. It's cool.
Oh
It
no,
wasn't
the
that, but
Canucks.
that sounds
great.
very.
Yeah.
It's really
very
cool.
cool.
Yes,
It's
there's
fun.
a picture of Luka Doncic on the wall.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
really
I-
give it-
I don't know.
You
There was like
you know that one? You don't know that one, I don't think. No.
It was Luca,
Like,
and then there
oh,
was
yes.
Nate Diaz as
Yeah.
well on the wall. And
Oh,
I
no.
Oh, it's
I
on
don't
46.
remember.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it was a a fun one, huh?
You are a piece or a part of a piece of hockey history, by the way. I don't know
Do
if you know
tell.
this.
What?
So, every single time that a Norris Trophy winner has received their award from a member of the cast of Stranger Things, they've been traded a year later.
This is
One
good.
for one.
Should I do it again to see if it happens?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was wild.
How was that?
That was so
was
cool.
joking around. He was at the NHL Awards and,
Yes,
and you presented
indeed.
the Norris Trophy.
I did. I presented the Norris, which I did not think they were going to let me present. When they were like, "Do you want to come by and present something?" I did not. I thought it was going to be kind of more like an honorary, like fun little award that they were going to do. Like, I don't know. I didn't really know what to expect. I was like, surely not that. And then they told me it was the Norris, and they were like breaking down what that was. I'm like, I know what that is. That's cool and crazy. Yeah, that was sick. I remember the day of. I got to briefly meet. He probably does not even remember, but I briefly met Kel McCarr in the elevator of the hotel that everybody was staying at there. Talked to him for a second. Very cool dude. And I told him I was presenting the Norris. And he was like, fingers crossed. I'm like, fingers crossed. And then it was Quinn Hughes. I was like,
When did you
man.
find out like who was gonna win it? Did you?
Yeah,
know
they're in real
pretty
time.
beforehand.
No,
Oh, okay.
they
like,
have
real
it on,
time.
like,
a cold envelope or anything like
yeah,
that.
they had it in like a cool little like, it was, I think, a puck that like opens up.
Oh.
I think. Was it? Am I making that up?
I don't
now.
remember.
I very likely could have been making that up.
Was there
sounds
part
like
of you that wanted to go back? There's been a mistake.
Adam
Fox
how
is
funny
not on
Adam
this.
Fox
Yeah.
is not
Kel
on this
McCarr,
list.
you won.
Come on.
Kel, you won. Guys, look, here it is. Oh, that would have been great, huh? Oh, man. But that was really, really cool. My buddy Finn is a big Canucks fan, so he was pretty stoked, and I got to tell Quinn about that. Really cool dude. Yeah, that was nuts.
Have you watched a game together? Have you guys gone?
Yeah,
Canucks?
we've still, I mean, we actually, I don't know if we've ever been to a game together here, because he lives in Vancouver, I'm here in New York City, but when we lived together filming season 5, like most of our nights were filled up with one of the games being on, because it usually would alternate, considering the conferences and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
He's probably too busy watching Whitecaps games right now.
Yeah.
They did pretty well.
Caps.
Now, I have a little game for you if you
Shoot.
would like to partake
Please.
in it. Now, obviously, you got serious acting chops. You've been
Oh,
an
thank
actor
you.
pretty much as long as you can speak, it feels like.
Yeah, around, I started acting when I was like 7, yeah.
Now, the Rangers,
Oh,
they
man.
used to do these classic commercials. And
I know what you're
all
talking
we
about.
want you to do is take a look at the clip and want you to just give us some acting notes
Yeah,
from how they
oh,
did.
this is going to be fun. Okay, cool.
Okay, you ready?
Nice.
Make sure.
This helps, because I feel like I can't actively critique anybody on anything. In any
Acting helps?
context. I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe this could help.
Okay, here's commercial number 1. Thomas, you good?
Oh, yeah.
I think I might know these. Yes, I've seen this
Thanks
one.
for walking me home.
Sure. So I'll see you tomorrow at 7?
Yeah.
Careful. I suggest you be on your way.
Yes, sir.
Nice shift, McDonough. Way to be out there, Stahl.
So,
That was good. There was kind of like a Terminator-esque like vibe to that last line there that Stahl gave. I was like, it felt like he was really struggling to remember that line.
this is your best to be on your way. That or it was like,
That
it almost
was
sounded
actually
medieval
terrifying.
or something. It was like,
Yes.
on your way,
It was
sir.
like regal.
Yeah,
Weirdly enough,
exactly.
it's classic. Honestly, that. No notes.
No notes.
Are you
Okay,
kidding me?
okay. I
We
feel-
don't do anything like these anymore. I
I
don't think.
know.
Really.
These the
They're
classic
trying
NHL
to bring them back a
commercials.
little. I think maybe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They
these
should.
are
They're so
special.
fun. They're
They
amazing.
should. These are fun.
We got a second.
Notes. I'm trying to think. Any notes that I have?
We know our little.
Oh please.
Nope.
Oh no.
Okay. No,
That's
no
all
notes,
you
Kim.
need to
All
say.
We know our little girls growing up, but driving is such a serious thing.
Luckily, we came up with a safe solution for everyone.
10 and 2. Maintain your lane. Check your blind spot. Slow down. Slow down.
Do you even have your license?
Oh my god.
Very good. There's subtlety there. I could sense a little bit of fear, and I don't know if the fear was a choice or if the fear
It just came with him on
was
set,
just came to one stage. Like, I don't know how to do this, and that's great. That helps very much so, because I sensed that an accident was due at any point.
You're the pro, but I wanted to add that in there. Where it was like when he gave the look of like, do you even have your license?
That's
it
a perfect
felt
look.
real.
It felt real to the point where I'm like, I wonder if like that was, because if that was a choice, it's a good one. And I don't know if it was just like they were rolling and he like did a cool look. They're like, hey, that worked, and then they like put it in.
Sometimes it's
that
in the end.
also it could have been that.
I don't know. It probably was 100%.
Maybe it was that. Who knows?
Have you ever had that? Like, obviously, because like you're gonna do all your takes on the show,
Yes.
and then they're gonna use whatever. Have you ever? Is there ever a time where you're like, that's not what I did there?
I've done that. I've specifically watched takes and like that was me not paying attention. Like they will cut to me reacting, and I keep forgetting. I'm like, man, you just gotta be engaged constantly when you don't think the coverage is on you, because it's gonna be, and then it'll flip, and then it's just me dead, just completely dead. I'm like, I thought I was reacting. I think I look engaged. And you're like, what were you doing?
Editors like use this.
Like use this, or like
This
that's a
is
good
the-
take
yeah,
for sure.
this is the
I've said that
takes.
before. Where I'll finish a take. I'm like, if you use that take, I'll do nothing. I don't know what I'll do. I'll be upset.
Don't use that
I'm like,
take,
just
please.
please. I was like, yeah, I can't threaten them. I'm like, I can just say, please don't, and then maybe they'll listen.
Is there one that you remember where you're like, I'm curious why you use that?
Yes. Oh, most of them. Where I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, we loved it. I'm trying to think of. There's some in the first season where I'm just checked out because I think I'm just nervous. I never really acted on camera before, and there'll be little bits of like time between lines where I'm like, what's my next one? And you'll see it in my face. I guarantee it. I'm like, I'll cut myself slack. I was like 13, but I was like, oh man, that's tough. I do not like watching.
I was gonna ask you that because it's such a unique show where it's stemmed over like really you growing up. You started young, and the whole cast, like we've gotten to see you guys grow up. Do you ever like look back and watch it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy?
Of late, we've wanted to get back into watching like, at least the first one.
Yeah.
Just because it's at this point, it's been quite a long time at this point, so that's always been really fun. But I'll usually watch it once back over, just to like appreciate. You know, you spend so much time working on it, and there's so many amazing people that are a part of making a show like it. So you just kind of like give it its flowers and like appreciate what everybody does and watch it all the way through. But watching me specifically is always like a bit of like a kind of turtle in a shell moment for sure, but it's just like a part of it. It's just something you deal with, and you let it roll off your back if it's something you don't like, because then you learn from it, and then you get to you grow from there. And you're like it can be tough though for sure.
We're kind of talking about it a little bit earlier when you were a little bit hesitant to offer sports takes. You're like, what do I know about being a professional, this and that?
I don't.
But that brings me to another question where, what's something in acting that you think that, because obviously everyone has an opinion on acting and critiquing their favorite shows. What's something where you could just, if you could tell it to a fan, if you only knew how difficult this is. And you don't have to make it seem like it's some grand thing, but it's like, you're like, that's harder than you think it is.
Because that's also a thing that makes me grimace, is the vibe I get from like a lot of people who are like, it's really hard. I'm like, it's a cool job. It's of course, like every job is like just take it's a very cool job, and it's like we're in a very tremendously lucky situation, being a part of a show like this. So like I rarely am like, because it's awesome.
In this moment, without even making like
yeah, right, exactly.
What's something maybe that's like more difficult than perhaps it seems from the outside? Or it's like, hey, here's a challenge you might not have realized that's also added in there that you didn't see or know about.
This is fun. Little things, like for some reason, the way it gets scheduled is the show will take place in the dead of winter, but we're filming in July in Atlanta. And so it's like dead of winter in Indiana, where it's like usually snowing and bitter, so we're like bundled up like crazy. in Atlanta Heat, and that's kind of fun. But weirdly, what's funnier and I find pretty cool is when it's like the opposite. Like in season 3, we would do like night shoots like in January, and it was like we're in basically booty shorts. What was going on in the 80s with men wearing shorts that went to their absolute tushies?
Just cozy.
You don't want that to come back?
I don't think I need it per se. I mean, I'll probably jump on the trend if it does, for sure. I'm proud of my tush for sure. So I'm like, go back.
Put the work in.
It looks, I put the work in. It's clear
got
that I
it,
put the work
flaunt
in,
it,
and
you
I
know?
did, and I sure do
Hell yeah.
consistently out here. That's one thing. I don't know.
So not
it's-
acting cold, where it's just like it's summer
Yeah,
and
it's not even a matter of like acting, like just specifically not acting cold, like you're shivering. I'm like, yeah, I am. But that's more fun than anything because night shoots are great, where you film from like sunset to sunrise because they have to get as much time as you need when you're filming outside at night because that's where you get like the giggles. You know, when you're so tired,
Oh my
everything
God, yeah.
is just.
It's kind of the
so
you kind of get the
weirdly funny.
magic sometimes out of
Yes,
that though.
you
'Cause you're just
do.
you're just like completely uninhibited. You're just like okay.
But it's like a window. It's like a
delirious.
2-hour window of like delirious. Like
Sounds like the
incredible
crazies
humor.
for cats, by the way. This is what we're describing. You know, like when they go to the zoomies.
The
yeah, the
zoomies,
zoomies
for sure,
You get the
100%.
zoomies.
Yeah.
But then when the zoomies fall, when the zoomies go away,
Oh.
and you're just like cranky.
Yeah.
But also like that's like normal. That's like a normal like yeah. That's a late night cranky thing. So I'm trying to think of anything specifically in that world that I would consider to be.
That's pretty good. Like,
Is that fine?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think those are
No,
two very
I think so.
standard things. Though.
it is. Like,
Oh, it's cold.
It doesn't.
yeah.
It
for
doesn't
sure.
relate to your task because there's far more pressure on it. But like I used to do like sideline reporting and it was like
Dude, yeah.
freezing outside, and
gotta
I
be.
never thought about that once. And it was just cold, and then you
You
speak.
never think that's gonna be a thing.
And I went to do the interview. I was like, oh no, Bob. And I was like, oh no, oh no. I'm like, oh, no.
It was like, oh, he's going through it too. And I was gonna make fun of you in the comments too. Oh man, it sucks.
Yeah.
We talked about before, and you mentioned off the top the game in Montreal, the Four Nations.
Great game.
Great
Amazing
game.
Such
game.
an
Amazing
Fights,
game.
9 seconds.
Amazing
game.
event.
Incredible event.
Incredible
It was
event.
so good for the sport.
Were
in
you
general.
getting
It was
booed in
so good.
Montreal?
Oh,
did
because
people...
dude, it was tense.
It was tense.
It was tense, but there was such a love around it because I think
Yeah.
everybody was just excited that it actually happened.
Mhm.
That was like the vibe about Four Nations specifically. I remember when it was released, it's like, even if it does happen, nobody really it was kind of just expected to be like an all-star situation
Mhm.
where no one wants to really get injured and no one wants to really put that much of an effort in, and they kind of go probably just to like hang around and enjoy a little bit of time off. But I think
And then
the
they
minute
fight 3 times.
and then they
off
fight
the
3
opening
times
draw.
in 10 seconds. But I think what it happens is, then you play. They were playing for something a lot bigger than just the sport. The minute that they got to wear their flags on their jerseys and fight for, kind of just like representing their home, people take it very, very seriously, and it becomes something bigger than just, like, yeah, right, I guess we could do something fun for people who like to watch hockey and like, that inevitable all-star break that happens. So it just really worked out. And part of me is like, man, they should do. I'm like, I want to see that every year, but probably not.
I don't know if they.
I don't think they
survive
should.
if they did every.
No,
And also,
it
it wouldn't be
should- right.
special.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
be
But
as
also,
special.
how many? Also, there is a concern about injuries in that type of situation because you go towards. Is that pre-deadline?
Yeah,
That is
just a
pre-deadline.
little bit before. Or did
Pre-deadline.
they move it up last year because of the Four Nations? It might
They
have.
could have,
They may
I don't
have.
because
remember.
deadline's
I think-
early March. Yeah.
Deadline's
Yeah.
usually,
Usually
in
March, yeah.
Usually in March,
which
and
makes
so
sense.
yeah, 'cause you have situations that like it's all looks amazing, and then Shea Theodore gets injured. And you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
and it's like, was that worth like Theodore getting injured before a playoff run? Like, but yeah,
Yeah.
You're not gonna say no
Like,
to
I'm not going to
representing
say
your
no.
country.
Not even close. Not
Exactly.
even close.
It always felt like 2 different events where it was like I feel like there were fans in the U.S. that took it seriously.
Oh yeah,
I just remember in Canada, like it was Valentine's Day,
yeah.
and I didn't want it spoiled. I had to go to dinner and whatever. And I remember I was telling my girlfriend about it, and I remember just like rolling my sleeves up. I was like, this matters. Like,
Yes,
I'm
it
not
does.
spoiling anything. It's all whatever. And when we saw the fights, I feel like people in Canada were like,
Yeah, it's sick.
there it is.
There it is.
That's what we knew was going to
for
happen.
sure.
Well,
And
I think
everyone
somebody
knew it
went,
was happening because it was such a tense time too. Like it was a very understandable reason as to why tensions were high, and it was just like it's such a because it became what felt like, at least in the hockey world, like a world event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
didn't.
Which
You
never
never
happens
really
for
know,
hockey.
and then you see the first game. You saw Canada, Sweden specifically. I was
Yeah.
like, even this was crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't that go to? Oh yeah, because Marner
Yeah.
scored in
Yeah.
overtime.
Marner
in that
scored the
game.
overtime
No
game.
one
Like
knew
if
how
this
hard
one's
they were
that
gonna try.
insane,
They
Yeah.
cared. Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah.
I just immediately I was like, Canada, U.S. is gonna be unreal.
Now we've
It's
got
gonna
the
be such a great,
Olympics.
and now we've got the Olympics.
Now we've got the
It's
Olympics for
gonna
the
be,
first time.
it's going to be incredible.
In so
Oh,
long.
I'm so
Do you have an
excited.
Olympic hot take of like who you
Oh,
want on the
man.
roster or who's on the bubble
Well,
right
I'm
now?
a
Maybe
I'm a homer completely, and I'm super biased. But I think that having Adam Fox, if you don't have Adam Fox in that lineup, I think that you're making the biggest mistake.
That's what Lucas said last week.
Yeah,
that was my take because I've seen some rosters without it. And I'm kind of just like I know his
just-
Four Nations was like people were really
I don't
hard
know,
on
no.
him.
And also, but it was also in a year where there was so much going on
Yep.
with the Rangers specifically, and no one seemed to have anything together on the ice. And this year before he had his injury, which look, I don't know what the updates there are, but
I think he should be back soon.
he should be back soon, right? It was like a weird little collarbone thing, maybe. I don't know that they specified, but I was
Never
at
do in
the
hockey.
game. They never do in hockey,
never do.
understandably so. But yeah, he was having. I mean, Cale Makar's in a league of his own. Like, it's not like you can just look at any. Really, you can't look at like the defense core of the league and say that it's anybody but Cale Makar at the moment. But outside of him, he was having a Norris level season, and like, at least points production wise, and he's kind of just. And you even look at like the power play now with the Rangers specifically, and them having a real struggle trying to get it together without a defenseman on the point there. At least, and I don't know, really just from watching it, yeah, the team misses him. Like when you see how much the team misses him since he's been injured, it just shows how much value he brings.
Yeah,
and he's also like constantly. I mean, he plays like half an hour a night. It's insane
He's
for
so
a
good.
reason.
He's like
He's
become
so good.
underrated at
He's
this point.
it's crazy to me because he was weirdly underrated, and then he had that Norris season, and then I think ever since he's been continuously underrated by fan bases. Ever since, by fan bases and by like the league specifically, like every time the player rankings come out, he seems to just drop a little bit further and further, and I don't
get
just
it.
wait,
Yeah,
just wait for that other for it to just like all click again. It's like this season's one of those where I'm telling you he gets back and he's gonna light it up again. He's incredible.
Now, I've prepared a quiz question for you, if you will.
Please do.
Now, I don't know if you ever watched any of the quizzes, but we do have a true or false. I'm going to give you an option because we don't want to go through them because we want to make good use of your time here. Do you want a true or false question, or do
that's
you
tough.
want non-true or false?
No, I don't want true or false. Oh,
Good-
for the love
good-
of God, I don't want
smart
true or false.
idea.
Never.
If this
It's
guy
always
asks
false
for
too,
true or
right?
false
It's always false.
true or
Yeah.
false questions are a nightmare.
They're the
It's
worst.
Such a
Oh
nightmare.
my God, I hate them.
It's too bad. I might have to read it anyways, but it was a good one. Okay. Who was the last Canadian-born player
Oh, no.
to captain the New York Rangers? 'Cause
Last
obviously,
Canadian
there's
born
been a
to
lot of
captain the New
American
York
captains.
Rangers.
I'm trying
Jacob
to think.
Trouba's Canadian, isn't he?
No.
Is Jacob Trouba not
Yeah,
Canadian?
no, he's American because he went to Michigan.
He.
Yeah.
d- Oh man,
We'll let you take a guess back.
dude, this is what's gonna show how
No.
recent my fan base, my fandom is.
I mean, you're also a younger man. This is from when I was like, well, this is kind
When
of giving
was
it away, but
this?
when I was
Oh, that's
like 4.
really.
Whoa.
It's far.
this
It's like
is far. That's
not black and
insane
white
to me.
television far, but far.
Okay, let's team up here and try. Do you
Let's
know
try
the-
to figure this out.
I was gonna guess someone else, but
It's
what
not
did he say?
Messier.
It actually is.
It's
Wow.
Messier?
Yeah.
There's no way that it's Mark Messier. It was the last Canadian.
I guess because who are the was
Brian
I
Leach?
always
Yeah,
think that
Leach.
Ryan McDonough was the was Ryan
Was
McDonough
Leach
captain?
Leach was
Yeah,
captain?
He's
Leach was
American.
captain.
And
Yeah,
then
they've had a bunch of
Ryan Callahan was the captain for a while.
Ryan
He's
Callahan
American
is
as well.
Yes.
American as well.
I didn't even.
Rick
why did I think
Nash
Jacob
was not a
Trouba
captain?
Canadian.
Oh,
Whoa.
you know, it happens. I feel like people don't pay attention to
Sure, I
nationality
guess I
that
just didn't
closely.
pay attention.
Because the
Maybe
Olympics.
he was drafted to Winnipeg, though. That might be
Yeah.
why I was like,
Yeah.
I think it's also because the NHL was at the Olympics. I genuinely believe
This
that.
is
For
true.
those
Yeah.
8-year gap or whatever it was. Or
oh yeah. So there's so
Cared
many
less
about
players
it
that
the
easily
same
probably
way.
would have filled into a slot there if they had
Yeah.
been there.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
heartbreaking for those players.
It
that
sucks.
were
I know,
in
you
their
totally
primes
didn't
during
get it.
that time and like will never get to
Never
say
get-
they play Olympic
Yeah,
hockey.
right. Because at this
before.
point, it's probably like a long shot for a lot of players at this point, which makes sense.
Fun Mark Messier story. We were supposed to
Shoot.
interview him years ago, and
my
it was like when we first started. And I had this whole thing. He was gonna play as himself in like a video game, and he was like very polite, very professional
Yeah,
guy. Comes in, and he just sits down. He goes, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, you're just gonna like play as yourself in a video?" He goes, "No, but like, what is this?" And I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm like,
It's
I've
like such an
explained it.
existential question.
I would have been so
Like it
intimidated.
made you
Yeah,
consider.
you
You're
know,
like,
actually, good.
what
What
is
is this? Yeah.
He just got
Right,
up,
dude. I have no clue what this is.
straightened his tie, goes, and he looks and goes, "We'll be back." And I was just like,
Were they back?
No, you won't.
Oh.
The guy came back. He's like, he just wanted to say, tell the kid it's nothing personal. It
Oh,
felt
hey,
so
there you
personal.
go.
Tell the kid it's nothing personal.
That sounds like the most personal thing you can say to someone.
Whatever you're saying, it's nothing personal.
That is
it's probably
aggressively
personal.
funny.
Yeah.
I will say.
Devastating. Too.
What game were you guys
I think it was just like an NHL game.
Yeah.
I think it was like NHL 94 or something.
great. Okay, perfect.
Would have gone fine. I think
Fun
he just
game.
didn't. He wasn't vibing.
Wasn't
It's
vibing
okay.
with it.
Whatever.
It's okay.
Hey,
It happens.
that's such a cool. That's a man. Imagine being in that level. Where you can just look around and be like,
Nah.
Not doing it. Not doing it.
Feel free to pull that
Like,
at some
whoa.
point during your press run. You're
I've
like, what is this?
never even considered that as an option.
Yeah, you didn't think it was.
Whoa, I didn't think you could just do that. That's awesome.
Tell him it's nothing personal.
Yeah, guys. Oh man, that's really good. Like, no, whatever you need.
It made it worse. I was like,
Yeah.
just don't come back. Like, don't worry. I knew you
Play
would.
NHL for sure.
Okay. Now, as you said, you have sung the American national anthem
I have.
2-3 times at the Rangers games.
Yeah, once,
time.
a few times before I knew how to sing again, and then once, kind of recently, like in 2023.
Okay. Well, speaking of things you can say no to in an interview, I'm going to ask you here, though.
Please.
We've never had the chance to have you sing the Canadian national anthem.
This is great.
Would you do it?
Wait.
I have the lyric video and everything.
This is crazy. Yeah, sure. I've never, because I try to sing along with anytime Canadian teams are playing. I'm like, just, I want to sing both there. Because I'm like, you know what? That's great.
very kind
It's
of
a
you.
fun. But yeah, come on now. That's all.
You ready?
Both flags are up there.
We're just
That's
going to
great.
let you have
I
the
wanna
stage
see-
for
I
it.
feel like Finn would give me crap for this. Because Finn's a Canadian boy. If he knows if I know it or not. This is more of a test to that. So I hope he sees this.
Let me see here. You ready?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Here's the video for you.
Yes. This is going to be great.
Hopefully I've given the...
Wait, there's like crazy music.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is actually so scary. Wait, the pressure is. What key are we in?
I've squared the video off.
Yeah,
so
the
that
lyrics are not there.
completely...
This guy's trying to sabotage.
No, I wasn't.
I was like, oh, he's gonna make the entire country hate
Guy
me.
looked at me and was like, what is
Like, I
this?
love
setup before
Canada.
the Olympics.
Please, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah,
This is the setup
it just
before the
becomes like
Olympics
a
to be like-
slander video. Like the clickbait is like Stranger Things good butchers the Canadian national anthem.
Hates Canada, butchers the anthem.
He was like, Messier's right. What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
Okay. I'm going to pull up the actual lyrics.
This is good.
and This is what being a prepared professional
This
looks
is
like.
good.
Okay. So,
I feel like the amount of games you guys go to and the amount of
Not as
American
many as you
teams
think.
there are. No?
not as many as
Not
you
as
think.
many
It's
as
so
you think.
expensive.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're in New
Right.
York. We're like, yeah. It's
Even in
pricey
Toronto,
in
Toronto
Toronto.
tickets.
Oh, for sure. Toronto tickets are probably more expensive than MSG, no?
Yeah, you know what?
You know what,
We were
yeah.
looking
I think
yesterday,
Leafs
was
Leafs
pretty
tickets might be
surprised.
the priciest ones,
it's pretty
which
crazy.
is funny
There,
because
too.
both these teams are not
Not
doing
doing
that
that
great.
Not doing
So
it.
that's insane.
Have you
Yeah.
been
Doesn't
to
make any sense.
a Leafs game in Toronto?
I've
yet?
never been to a
Okay.
Leafs game in Toronto.
Have you been to
Which
Toronto
would be
before?
fun. I have.
Oh, okay.
I've been to Toronto, but I'm only ever there for like a day at a time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I never get to like enjoy. This is good. I feel like you guys must know the American anthem pretty well though.
Yes.
Yes.
Since there's
Yeah.
a lot of American
Oh, yeah.
teams that
I-
go in and
yeah.
play.
I think it is what you said, where it's like
Yeah.
when you hear both, you just
Yeah.
can't help but like sing
But
along,
also, like the
honestly.
people who sing both anthems, it's the same person, and usually it's an American person doing it here, learning both. So
There's some
this could
epic-
come in handy if like one day they're like sing an anthem, and we're playing Calgary. I'm like, oh,
This is a practice.
this is a
round for you.
practice run.
Okay, there's your
There's-
audition.
there's
my
exactly.
audition. Okay,
Are you
cool.
ready, sir?
Yes.
The lyrics are on screen now.
I will need help. I will look at you guys when
we
I need help.
we can be like background singers for you if you want.
He's scared, and it's always scared because I looked at him for help. He was like, "Oh no."
Hey, I love to sing, so
I got
Maybe-
you.
maybe
I
we'll
got you.
join
Here we
in.
go.
Okay, thank you. Just help me out when I mess it up.
You got
Okay,
this.
do you think so? The pressure is on. Before the Olympic guys. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. That's ironic. I'm someone who's not from there. True patriot love, right?
Yep.
In all of us command. Is that correct?
Nailed it.
With glowing hearts, we see thee rise. With the true north, strong and free. It goes down like that, free from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. It goes up like that. Okay, cool. I know this part. God, keep our land. I know this part. The graphics are great. Glorious and free.
Wow.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Does it again, right?
Take it home.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. I remembered it.
We're ready to play a hockey game right now. We are ready to play a hockey game.
For a video that was lagging behind in the lyrics, you nailed it.
Completely
It was
nailed
so
it.
off.
I was like, oh, please make sure this goes well.
Well, next time
man.
we come here, we're doing the French version.
This is
so.
good.
I honestly
how about that
thought-
we just do new anthems?
It should ever have. Yeah,
Did you ever do
Japanese
the
one.
Greek national anthem?
I feel like watching a soccer game for sure.
It's like 300 verses.
It's
You
like
heard the-
super.
It's like abridged when they sing it live.
That's amazing. We gotta get it, guys.
The Italian national anthem is one that always gets me fired
It's
up
gotta
as
be,
well.
like,
it's incredible.
So intense,
it's
right?
it's incredible.
It's gotta be so cool.
There's like key changes throughout. Like it's instrumental
Whoa,
pauses.
that's
Like
fun.
it's really cool.
Yeah, the only ones that I think I'd be able to sing in the slightest are the American and the
I
Canadian
honestly thought the
national
French
anthems.
lyrics were gonna.
Yeah.
pop
I
up.
thought
was,
so.
I was a
that
little
one.
worried.
There's a world. I took French in high school, weirdly enough,
Okay.
which not a lot of Americans do, because there's a lot more Spanish
Tu
speakers.
parles
Yeah.
français?
No.
I just said no.
I did
You
say it correctly.
understand.
I did understand.
Yeah,
That's
did
my thing. Is that here's okay. So the way Americans learn languages in schools is laughable. There's never like any oral exams. You never learn how to like converse really, and so half the time you just kind of read and do like little quizzes and stuff. So I can read it when at airports fairly well.
Yeah.
That's
Like
the
I can
exit.
read signs and order food pretty okay.
Yeah.
That's really all you need to do.
Right?
Kind of it.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Read signs and order food.
That's okay.
As our final question here on the podcast,
Please
you know,
shoot.
we were like,
Cool.
do we ask him it? And we're like,
You
it's
can
kind of a cliche
absolutely ask me
question, but
whatever
we
you
kind of
want.
want to hear it.
Please.
The Stranger Things starting lineup, what would it look like?
Oh,
Who
man!
is going
Who's playing
where?
We did
This is a
discuss
really
this a
good
little
We
bit.
kind of did our own.
So we have some thoughts, but
Okay.
we'll share them with
This
you. as
is
you kinda
really
go
fun
along
because
here.
I've always wanted to draw this comparison
Okay.
of
We'll let you spit.
different characters, or at least different actors working with each other so consistently that it almost feels like a line mate you play with for a while, which is like a cool comparison of drawn. So I gotta figure this out.
Speak to the chemistry, my friend.
Top line center, it's gotta be 11. It's just like the absolute power.
That's what we were saying.
Absolute powerhouse, like just you know what I mean. Just very clearly, just that spearhead that you need, that full. But that's actually this. More questions are brought up here. Then, okay, I think Hopper's on her wing. We'll say right.
Chemistry's built in.
Chemistry's
Yeah.
built in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power forward stuff, like net
Oh,
front.
he's a net
super net front.
That's your
guy.
Chris Kreider
That's
right
your
there.
Chris Kreider right
Yeah.
there.
Chris Kreider.
Chris.
And
Even
then
a-
left,
a
who's
Rempe.
left?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's your Matt
He
Rempe.
is going off.
Just gonna
without
goon
question.
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Just
yeah.
level someone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big
pot
hitter.
one in every now and again.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be? That's a good trio then, because I would say Mike's on her left, but I think Mike's the center. I think Mike's like a good two-way, just like come on guys, we got this.
Yeah.
I think he's
It's
just
also
like
a good mastermind.
enough
I was
yeah,
wondering
yeah.
if he could be a coach, like a good.
Is
like,
he a coach?
Tactician.
Maybe he's a goalie.
Ooh.
Maybe he's a net.
Goalies always surprise you. They always
Yeah,
got
right?
something, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
So who's your pairing? Who's the
Who's
D
pair?
pairing?
Oh, I think me and Steve are a D pair. I think that's how that goes.
That's a good deep pair.
I
right
think
there.
that's fun. I think we complement each other enough. I think our styles of how we do things are very distinctly different, but I think they complement each other well. I think we'd hold it down. That's fun. Oh man. I think I'll put Will on the left wing. I can't wait for this graphic.
We will make one.
It's gonna be
Please
amazing.
do.
Will up there makes sense as well.
Will on the left wing of 11 and Hopper. I think that's fun, especially. Can I spoil the show? Not spoil.
No,
what
but
you
like
haven't
if
seen.
you
You
watch
can't
it,
not
like,
know.
Please,
Please no.
Like,
I mean,
please do.
I'm not gonna say no.
No,
I
no,
want to know
Not
selfishly.
spoiling the show, but like part
Yes,
1, which is already out
Exactly.
by the
I
time
see,
we're
I see,
recording
I see,
this.
okay.
Yes.
Will's got
The
He
thing.
does the
Well,
hand.
yeah,
He does the thing.
He
He's
did
got
the
his
hand
arm.
thing, and you know if
He
you
did
saw
the
it.
hand thing, and
Yeah,
you know the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So we did that.
Might have been
and
Palpatine,
that's
to be
what
honest, with the way
that's
you did
what-
that.
He might be. Do it. Yeah, he just
Audibly.
That's good. Yeah, and then me and Steve will be the D pair, and then I'll put Mike in
Mike
goal.
and net.
Yeah,
I
that'll
like
be
it.
the starting. That's it. There.
That's the starting lineup.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a good starting.
I
That is a
think
good
so,
starting
too.
lineup. When we were doing it, I think we had Hopper and net.
Hopper and Net's pretty
But-
good.
Yeah.
But he's also a big dude.
He's also. A big
I was thinking he
dude.
could be a shutdown D man too, block some
Could
shots.
be-
He
block
could be
some
a shutdown
shots.
D as
Kinda
well.
You guys
mean
might be right
defenseman.
about this.
I don't know.
But I
don't
kind
know.
of just want to see him lay some guys out. Because wingers can get out of position and just.
Yeah.
Just go.
It's
They can
true.
do whatever
You-
you need.
Line
I want
check.
him
the
forecheck.
forecheck.
Yeah,
like,
He's the F1 every
He's
time.
first man in
Oh,
every
yeah.
time,
For
for sure.
Oh
He's
my
first
god!
in every
I think
time.
about these dumb little things in my brain constantly. I'm so happy that I finally
gotta
get to
live
talk about these. I never, because if I said this in any other interview, they'd be like, "What are you saying?"
You gotta try that now. You
What
gotta.
are you talking? Should I
Your
just
next
do my
question, you gotta
best?
say, you know what? How about we talk about if this was a hockey team, why Hopper would be a
Who's
great
where?
forechecker?
Yeah.
That's what
We-
you gotta
oh,
bring.
it's-
up.
We had to do that because it's like we're attached to an entertainment company, and they're like, we need to promote Game of Thrones. Can you do like a video where like who's what and what?
Oh,
And
yeah,
we're
we
like,
drafted
what?
Game
What
of
are you
Thrones
talking about?
characters.
Wait,
We
how
were
was
drafting
that?
them for a hockey
We
team.
drafted them for a hockey team.
Was
And
the
mind
night
you-
the Night King was the center, and he was like the top pick,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Oh my god, what a bust! What a bust!"
And mind
Wait,
you,
were we,
like
freaking
we
out
did
about
that video, and there were me and you hadn't seen
hadn't
the
seen
show
half the
either,
show,
so
which
we
we
were just
went with the
doing
gag
it based
reel.
I
on
am
like
behind,
reputation.
too. I stopped watching.
Okay,
after-
we won't spoil.
I don't know what happens. I still haven't watched this.
You haven't watched Game of Thrones?
No.
I recommend.
Didn't for the
Recommend.
video when he
Didn't
was
for the
paid to
video?
do it. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna do it now, I guess.
Not
You
gonna
know
do it
what
now.
though? We
Oh,
drafted
yeah,
a
right.
hell of a team.
Yeah, you did. And you
Drafted
didn't
a
even
hell-
know that you did.
Didn't even.
No,
know.
And
we
then
had the
everybody in the
Night King.
comments
Oh,
was
no, we
like,
didn't.
No, we didn't have the
There you
Night
go.
King.
"Wait, you did a mock draft?"
Yeah,
a whole thing.
It
It
was
was
a whole
Some would
thing.
call it
This
a waste
is really
of time.
fun.
Others would call it 30 minutes.
I don't. That you know what? That's just franchise mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
That's
franchise
like that's
mode.
just franchise mode. That's just
Yeah.
having fun. That's a Saturday right there.
Gaten, thank you so much.
Thank you
again.
guys for
This was
having me.
amazing. It was
I
so cool
appreciate
to
you
get to
having
meet
me
you.
on. Thank you so much.
Now we got to get your jersey takes because this is part two.
I love the
Actually,
jersey
wait,
takes.
before we do jersey takes, present them.
What are we presenting?
We
Oh
got-
man! Oh yay!
We got you a little
This is sick.
a little jersey.
Oh cool, guys!
So that is
Thank you
yours
so
right
much.
there.
Should I show that my name's on it?
You can if you want. Number
I
9
will.
we heard is
number 9. I don't know why I picked this number,
Okay.
but because I never played sports long enough into where I would get a jersey with my own number on it. But I always said that 9 would be incorporated in some way, either if it was like 19 or 90 or 91.
All cool numbers.
All
I'm a
great
hu- All
numbers.
great
Yeah,
numbers. I'm a
classic.
big
Some of my
Savannah Jad
favorites.
fan, and I think 93 is a sick looking number.
It does look good on a jersey.
It does
You-
look.
you have a
93 looks
Savannah
good on a
Jad
jersey.
I have
You
a
love
Jad
Rangers
jersey.
jerseys.
I
just
do.
in
Rangers
general.
jerseys, the new the Centennial is so beautiful.
Oh, it's so
It's so slick.
I had the Stadium Series, one with the big ass
So
numbers.
cool. It's
Those
so
are
good.
cool.
Even the Winter Classic's fun. It's just like it's just like an away version of the Centennial, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Great. Absolutely. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Can't
This
go wrong
is
with those
really
colors.
Cool.
Hey.
You can't really.
No.
And I know people like it's basic. I'm like, but it's classic.
but
I
it
know.
looks good.
Doesn't Jesse have like a gripe with things being called just classic?
All the time.
think I
And then
remember
he'll
his-
call
that's
something
his
that's not a
take.
classic a classic.
His,
Come on, you gotta-
his takes
some
are
consistency.
his takes are always.
That's how we're gonna end this. Your take sucks.
Jesse,
Jesse.
come on.
Now
really
that you
cool.
have this jersey as
Thank you
well,
so
though,
much.
this
Should I
is
put it- can I put it
basically-
on?
You can if you want. This
would
is
like
also
to.
just like an open invite if you ever wanted to play for our beer league team. You have a jersey now.
You would-
so
Sad.
You will regret inviting me to do
No.
we will not.
I can stay upright. Ooh. I can stay upright pretty well. That's fine. And my shot's okay because I just had like a net in my backyard that I would just go out and just
rip
shoot a
shots
little
at
bit,
and rip
but
it.
not
Love
really
that.
on the ice. So maybe I could just like stay still.
Hey,
And
we
just
We'll
stay
get him like a
stay at
pad
the
to
dot.
stand
Yeah.
on, and it'll just be like Ovi.
I'll
It'll
just
be like your office.
Ovi's
Yeah,
office.
I'll be
Yeah.
40-year-old Ovi.
Yeah. It's just
It'll be
like, don't
great.
move there.
40 goals a year.
Yeah,
Still,
yeah,
just
it'll be
ripping
great.
it up.
I'll do it.
I mean,
Only offensive
and I'm a
zone.
right shot.
and
so
you're a right shot. There we
Valuable.
go.
He's already there.
valuable, guys. Come on.
Good Rangers right shots.
Yes, indeed.
There are a lot of
We're
Rangers right shots.
chock full of right shots,
Yeah.
especially on D. It makes
It's-
it's crazy. It's like
that's
the
one of
only
the-
yeah.
It's a weird thing that you guys have told me. I think I know like the handedness of like
That's his
90.
skill.
I'm
percent
trying to
of the
figure it out
NHL.
too. Also, wait, are you a right shot?
I'm a lefty.
lefty?
You're a lefty. Okay,
These two are righties.
Yeah,
You're both
we're
righties.
shots,
Yeah,
right.
This is fun. I
Yeah.
also wouldn't have expected that to be less common. And
No,
when I started watching hockey,
'cause
I'm
it-
like, why are there so
why are
many
there
Yeah,
left
I don't know
shots?
why it is
'Cause it's
either.
thicker,
yeah.
I think your dominant hand controls.
But then in golf, everyone's
The reverse.
right-handed, which
It
is
makes
just
no
like,
sense.
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
I don't get it. But I'm actually left-handed. I write left.
Oh, are you?
So
Yes.
everyone that I know that writes left-handed shoots right in hockey.
Isn't that
but
weird?
I'm right-handed and I shoot right. So maybe I'm the weirdo here.
Maybe you might be the weirdo.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, Gaten, thank you so much
Thank
again.
you guys so much. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, yeah.
This is great.